Quick question. E.T. E.T. fans who have watched E.T. when the people come into the house, they're wearing a spacesuit. But someone said about a Mandela effect that they're supposed to be in a hazmat suit, not a spacesuit. And it got me thinking, actually, why would you be in a spacesuit coming into a house on Earth? But yeah, that's on ET. But yeah, check that out. I've not got that in this video today, but let me know your thoughts in the comments on the first one on that. Number two, if you do want to see some content on that, Spotify, I've just released a video. It's completely different content. So if you've got Spotify, go sign up and follow me or subscribe or whatever you call it on Spotify. I don't know, but it's on there. There's content on there. So let's grow Spotify. We're diversifying, people, diversifying, you know, spreading the eggs. You know, you got to do that in this day and age. And we all know why, don't we? Because if one pulls the plug, we've got another one. It don't matter.
I've thought about it, and I want the plug pulled. Yeah.
Ma'am, your husband's not dying.
But yeah, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill. We go through creepy TikToks that question reality. If you don't know, if you've not been here before, you probably have though, because YouTube have got me dad in the cellar. They really ain't pushing out this video to anybody. So I don't know. We might be in a naughty step. We might not be. Who knows? But let's go.
Just another coincidence, right?
As a 3-time United States Digital City Award winner, the City of Los Angeles has been investing in the infrastructure, the apps, and the data tools to be a globally recognized smart city. But as technology evolves, so our smart city must evolve too. That's why we have developed our Los Angeles Smart City Strategy, known as Smart LA 2028, as a roadmap to the 2028 Summer Olympics. It includes 56 new goals that use technology to transform the way we live, work, and move around LA. Check it out here. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. That's Paulo TikTok. Go follow him on TikTok if you don't follow him. He is a man of few words. I don't think I've ever heard him speak, but his TikToks are spot on. Like it nail on the head there. I mean, I didn't hear the 15-minute, but I mean what's going on at the moment in LA and that advertising, you put 2 and 2 together and, you know, we're getting 7, whatever. I don't know, but it's because we're looking into the future. We can see what's going on. I think we can all see. I think a lot of people have got to be waking up now, haven't they? I mean, problem, chaos, solution, and it's convenient for them.
Has put Canada in the doldrums that it's in, and is also responsible for the state of your country, which is dreadful. And it's I don't know if you guys in the UK understand how sad it is for us in Canada and in the United States to watch what you're doing to yourself. I mean, the UK is a great country. When I go there, I go to Oxford, I go to Cambridge, to these remarkable places in London, see your unbelievable deep history, understand how much the world owes the UK in terms of, say, the establishment of common law and decent government everywhere, including places like India. We owe the UK such an immense debt. And to watch you guys like spiral yourselves into the ground for this idiot, weak political correctness that's gone so far that you can allow your working class women to be raped en masse sadistically and say nothing about it and gaslight people who are telling the truth. It's so sickening. It's so demoralizing. It's almost unspeakable. We all pray, hope and pray here in Canada and the US that you get your act together and grow some spine again and put your damn country back together and stand up to these bloody psychopathic bullies and the woke green mob. Because it would be a dreadful shame to lose you.
Okie dokie. Wow, that was straight to the point and no messing about. And Piers Morgan, I don't know what his response was, but he didn't say a lot in that video. And but yeah, he used both ears for listening, so that's a good sign. Yeah, I mean, the UK need people like Piers Morgan to voice their voice in the right place, right? Because it's clear and obvious of what's going on in our country. It's crazy, really. There's not really a lot that we, the people, could have done because it didn't matter where you voted. They control the whole narrative, everything. That's actually been posted by Reform UK, which is another political party that want to reform the UK, which is in need. We do need to reform the UK, but yeah, I mean, it just needs building. It just needs knocking down. The whole system is corrupt. It just needs knocking down and restarting, and it just needs to be run from people that actually care about not just the country but the world, and how, from a humanitarian. I know I say this all the time, but a humanitarian point of view. I mean, it's very simple, basic needs that we need, which is clean air, clean water, clean food, and it doesn't take rocket scientists to work out of what is going on in the UK. But yeah, let's hope something changes, and changes soon.
Right now, earlier in life.
What do you mean?
As far as where you're at right now.
If I were to have a child, children.
Let's say if you were to have had a child in 10 years, would there have been?
I don't think so, because it's like I said earlier, it's a lifelong dedication. It's not just like you feed the baby, buy him diapers. You have to be caring for the baby, just as you have a puppy. You have to take care of that puppy. And I'm not comparing a child to a puppy, but
this has got to be the only show in the world that goes from politics to reptilian shapeshifters. Like, I don't think there's a show out there that does that much variation. It is a crazy show, isn't it? But did you see the Nashers? Like, if that isn't AI generated, then there is some crazy stuff going on in that video.
Ce se întâmplă, frate? Uitați-vă și voi. Ceva se întâmplă, frate, uitați-vă și voi. Trece ceva pe sus, că nu știu de unde vine, uite. Uite. Nu este că e filtru sau ceva. Nu e filtru, uitați-vă, na. Că vă arăt în altă parte, că nu e nimic. Nu, frate meu, ce se întâmplă, mă, când se duc în satul? Uitați-vă și voi. Dar numai pe jumătate aia acolo. Și mai erau și mai sunt și niște lumini, nu știu dacă le vedeți. Verzi. Uitați-vă că se văd luminile, se văd ceva lumini prin... Gata, s-a oprit, uite, uite, alte lumini, uite, uite. Băi, ești prost la cap, ce pula mea acolo. Uitați-vă cum sunt galbene. Uite. Ceva se întâmplă, frate. Am mâncat și inima voastră. Bă, nu e filtru, că vă arăt aici. Că nu ziceți că e filtru.
That is crazy. So someone's saying that they've seen that in London as well, in the comment section on there. We've seen a different video, but similar to that before. And I think I said it back then as well. Like, that reminds me of, like, when they say 2D to 3D. So if you 2D, you would see shadows of the 3D world and you wouldn't understand it because you live in a 2D world. Like, that just that's the best visual I could probably give you for what a 4D, like, we're seeing 4D and we don't understand it. You know what I mean? So we live in a 3D world. and we're seeing reflections of a 4D war or something. Like, that's what it reminds me of. I just think it's mind-blowing. Like, I've never seen anything like that. If I saw something like that, like, I'd be going crazy. But yeah, that is crazy. Bonkers. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Hey, did you hear the news? California's getting Maui. And someone's gonna have to call up Waluigi, cause, yeah. I mean, y'all tell me. Is this sus or no? Is it sus that State Farm just months ago canceled all of their fire insurance for homes in the Palisades, exactly where these fires are taking place? The move was justified by the company as an attempt to avoid financial failure. Well, that's cute. What the fuck were all of us paying premiums to you for then? I wonder. Like, how is it legal for these? Anyways, let's just move on. On top of that, you have LA Mayor Karen Bass cutting fire department funding by $23 million this year, just recently. You have firefighters reporting that they're running out of water in the fire hydrants, okay? You've got cars trapping people trapped in homes, firefighters not responding to certain areas. I mean, what the fuck is going on? The sad thing is, I think we all know what's going on.
That's exactly how I feel. Like, I can feel, I feel it when he's saying it. So that is News Updates for Real 8. Go and follow him on TikTok if you don't already. He does really good content as well. Well, you see it on here because we do it all the time. But the bit where he's like, why are we paying you premiums? Like, yeah! That is how I feel with a lot of stuff that goes on in this world. But yeah, we all know what's going on. At the end, he said, like, I think we know what's going on. We do. That's the sad thing. A lot of us do now. What do we do?
So ever since we've had this fog show up all around the world, people have been experiencing some strange things. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I have ChatGPT here. I'm going to show you in one take, no edits. Let's see. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help?
Explain to me with a little bit of detail what smart dust is.
Smart dust consists of tiny wireless sensors, each as small as a grain of sand. These sensors can detect and measure environmental conditions such as temperature, light, vibration, or chemicals. They communicate wirelessly and can work together to gather and transmit data, often in real time. This makes them useful for applications in fields like environmental monitoring, industrial automation, and even military surveillance.
So if the military wanted to use this to collect data from civilians or anything they really wanted, they could do that?
Yes, the military could use smart dust for data collection, including surveillance. The technology's small size and wireless capabilities make it versatile for various applications, including monitoring environments discreetly. However, the use of such technology would be subject to legal and ethical considerations.
Thank you.
Ethical. Wow. Ha! Yeah, right. That ain't going to make it. That ain't going to stop him, is it? Let's face it. Smart dust. Man, what else is there? What else is there? I'm just worried about the normal, like, fog poisons that's in the air that we're breathing in. It's going to cause, no doubt, another pandemic at some point. And chaos solution. Yeah. How? They're robots. Pigeons are robots.
You guys know who Brandon Biggs is? He's like a, I guess, prophet. He doesn't, I don't think necessarily call himself anything, but I'm going to call him a prophet. And he called the New Orleans attack. He called the Las Vegas attack. He called Justin Trudeau being removed. And the last I saw, he's calling something big for January 10th.
January, to pray over the 10th of January. But I started going over things in my spirit, just rolling things over, just driving around today, just praying in the spirit and just asking the Lord, what is it? What's going on right now?
And so far, he's been right. I'm not big into like psychics and mediums and all of that, or even prophets. But when I see somebody posting things in advance that are going to happen and then they happen, I trust them. So he's saying he's seeing January 10th. He's seeing January 10th. He's seeing January 10th. But he can't really say what. Or he hasn't said what. I don't know. Keep staying positive.
He also predicted the Trump shooting in the air. Yep, he did. That is true, because we covered that on this show, on one of the videos, which I've had to remove, which we won't get into. But I will tell you this. The 10th of January is tomorrow. So we'll find out, won't we, if he's got this one right. I hope not. Unless it was a nice prediction. They didn't really tell us what he predicted, but I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Well, I mean, we've got a lot going on anyway, haven't we? So every other day, isn't it? You can predict something crazy is going to happen.
So I was talking to this guy, and he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
Yeah, well, it hasn't happened for thousands of years, is it? So you can't get lucky for that long, right? The way the wind blows, what? No. I think if we have a closer look at this, it's a bit specific. You know what I mean? A bit, yeah, specific. We'll go with specific. We'll stay with that. We'll keep it clean, shall we? We'll keep it clean. Well, that looks like something out of Armageddon, doesn't it?
So they showed them a photo of an alien grey, and this shaman just went, that's Makanwabu. These guys who were doing a podcast got these Amazonian shamans on, and they were like, tribesmen from the Amazonian basin, living out in the jungle, drinking the ayahuasca, very much in communion with nature, no connection to modern society. And they asked, well, before they got the photo out, they asked them, like, do you know what an alien is? Like, what do you think about aliens? And they were like, no idea what that means. They haven't got a term for it in their language. So they showed them a photo of an alien grey, and this shaman just went, that's Makanwabu. And they had a whole story about Makanwabu, this human that became an ant that lives underground, and it can take your soul, and you need to be a good shaman to bring that soul back. But the fact that they had this complex mythology around something, they didn't know the term alien. The moment they saw the archetypical grey, they were like, that is Makanwabu. That's something we have.
Whoa, so it lives underground, and it can take your soul. I mean, that sounds like some demonic devil creature. Is that not the story? They live underground in hell on earth. Is hell on earth or is hell under the ground? I don't know. Like, heaven above, hell below is what it's supposed to be. But I don't know what world I'm living in right now, so it could be different now. I don't know. Hell on earth. But the aliens live underground, which wouldn't surprise me. And they can take your soul, man. Please don't take my soul. That definitely sounds like demons to me. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think.
A lot of people in the United States, both in the United States and in the world, are extremely concerned about the potential onset of World War III. Now, one of the most strategic locations in the entire world when it comes to conducting World War III, especially from a NATO standpoint, is the country of Romania. In fact, NATO is currently building the biggest ever base ever to be built in Europe. And the candidate for president, the oncoming candidate for president in Romania, is trying to stop that because he wants peace. Now, he won the first round with 23% of the vote, only to have Romania freeze the election due to Russian influence, which they provided zero evidence. So we came to Romania to interview the presidential candidate ourselves, and get the story out. A lot of alarming stuff in this interview. It'll be out next week. Pay attention.
Well, I was just impressed with the buildings. They look all like Tartarian-fied. You know what I mean? Like, it was all impressive. But yeah, Romania, maybe we need a holiday there. Let's go and check that place out. But what I am going to say is it's the end of the show. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch more content, I have got a show on Spotify. So I know it's a short one, but there's one over there. So that's like 40 minutes today. But yeah, I'll leave the link at the top of the comments section, so you can click on there. There's the rating thing as well. If you could give me a 5-star, that'd be nice. I don't know if it helps with the algorithm or not, because I'm very new on Spotify. I think we've got like 7 followers. So come and be the first 10 probably. You could be in the top 10. And give me a comment. Let me know you've come over. Sarah, thank you. Sarah, come and said hello. She was the original member here on YouTube, and she was the first one over on Spotify. So appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I will see you all over there, hopefully. And I will message back and say hello. Okay. Goodbye.